These colors are so gorgeous. They are so cute in there, and they are little flowers. I mean, I don't know what to say. This project came out even better than I thought. Wow. Hello lovelies, hello family, hello friends. Welcome once again to my channel. Yeah. So this is a beautiful pattern, and once again I am so sorry I cannot share step-to-step tutorial with you. I'm most concerned about how to start and finish the whole project, and one day or when you get to find a pattern you can incorporate or you can add it to your project. Okay, so I mean you should be more concerned about how to start and finish this kind of projects, and I know you can do it. It's a very simple tutorial, and also this part of it is a brick stitch, and it's also a 2-drop. Okay, like I did the last time it was a diamond brick stitch, but this time it has a fringe with it. Okay, and this is a different pattern too. Yeah, let's continue with what I have for you. So I'm done with one of the pair. I'm going to use only one start for the other pair. As you already know, we have 2 ears, so 1 for 1. Now I'll be using 6 different colors for this tutorial, and they are all 12 O's. They are not 11 O's. I used to think they are 11 O's, but they are not 11 O's. They are 12 O's seed beads because they are much smaller. And something I want to say about beads is that the bigger the numbers, the smaller the size of the beads. Okay, so let's just continue. So I have white here, there's hot pink, yellow, blue, bronze gold. I call this bronze gold, um, peach color. Okay, it falls in between orange and pink, but it's peach. This is a peach color, and this is also green. And as I go ahead, I'd like to show you my beading needle, my nylon thread. I'll be using white, and my pair of scissors. And oh, I created this beading mat myself. As you can see, I've sewed this part. I'm supposed to turn it the other way, but don't mind me. Yeah, so let's continue with the video as usual. With this project, I'm still going to use a 2-drop brick stitch, and I started with white and 3 green beads. So I'll go through all beads, and to let you know, I'm beginning from the wider side, that's in the middle. Okay, I'm going to add or put a link of similar videos so that you will understand what I really mean by starting from the wider side. So I go through the second 2 beads, and then I add the third 2 beads. So I'll say this is a foundation. I have already added 2 sets of green beads off camera, and I'll continue with white and green. Yeah, so with this tutorial, I mean, most of my tutorials are not going to give you any detailed pattern, to it because of time factor. You have to forgive me. A time will come when I'll be doing that, but not today, not now. Please, because of time factor, I'd have to play my cards well. Yeah, so we continue. The foundation is going to be 2 drops of 12 beads. Okay, yeah. So in case you don't find me saying the bead colors, please don't be offended. This is how it's going to be. So let's move on. And from time to time, I'm going to show you what I have in my hands, and then you can pause and then take a screenshot or do something, write down. I'm going to add 3 more white beads and finish with my foundation. So in all, we have 12 drops of beads as shown on your screens. I'll continue to add beads, which also means I'll start to decrease from this point. So I'm going to start from the second thread bridge, as you can see. And every beginning starts with 4 beads because this is a 2-drop stitch. We'll add 2 drops of 3 beads and continue with the pattern. I added 4 more drops of white bead instead of 3, and later I added white and green, and then 2 drops of um, green beads, and then I continued to finish with white and green. This is the third row, and I would start with 4 white beads as usual. I went ahead to build 2 extra beads, white beads, and you could see that there's also a pink which begins with a new flower. The first green beads start with another flower. This is a new flower. Yes, so off camera I've added another white and pink bead, and then I continue with 2 white beads in the middle, and then the rest continues. This is the fourth row, and I'll begin with 4 pink beads. So the pattern of the second flower continues, and it's going to be a pink flower. Now I would like to also remind you that we are still decreasing. Okay, we are going to decrease all the way to the top. So off camera I added 2 white beads, and I'll continue with the pink. I told you I wasn't going to say the details, but I'm tempted to do this. Yeah, because I care so much about you guys, and I really want you to, get the pattern, even though it's going to take my time. But I'm not going to say everything like I said. It's not going to be a detailed one, but if you get me mentioning 1 or 2 colors, you can draft it down. Okay, yeah, so let's continue. This is the end of row 4, and I'd like to finish with most of them off camera and get back to you. Once again, it's simply because of time factor. Okay guys, so I'll get back to you after I'm done. Hello guys, welcome back. Yeah, so I stopped from the 4th bead, and I've added some few more rows as well. Now the flower is very evident. You could see that it's a full pink flower. I'll go ahead to add some few more white beads, and then go ahead to attach the stud or the hook, the earring stud or the hook, to finish off with the first part. So this is my stud, and this is how I want to attach it to my project. I make it stay in between 2 beads on each side, and it's the same way or it's the same procedure I would use when I'm adding or I'm building my last row. Yeah, and I'm going to do this 2 to 3 times to secure the stud. And look at that, it's so gorgeous. It's time to add the fringe, okay? And before I do that, I have to add a new thread. There's a new thread added to this project, which you can see right now with beads, and this is my first fringe. So every fringe has 36 beads. And sorry guys, I cannot really give you a detailed color pattern to this. Now there's a new color bead, which is the pink or the peach color, and it begins with a new pattern of flower. Okay, the reason why I said flower is that the pattern itself is full of flowers. Yeah, they are all flowers. Every color you see begins with a new one. There's also a blue from the top, which is also another. It's just, a part of a flower, but it wasn't that complete. So when everything is done, you would understand what I mean. But for now, if you're a new beginner, or should I say you are a beginner, I shouldn't add a new. If you're a beginner, you can learn from here how to French. Now the fringe has a different color now, which is a green, and this begins a new flower as well. Now in the middle of the uh, peach beads in the middle, or the peach flower that I'm creating, is also the yellow and the bronze gold, which also serve as some kind of seeds in the middle of the flower. Okay, yes, and if you should watch a natural flower, you would notice that in the middle the color is quite different and makes it beautiful. So this is what I'm trying to create, and this is a third fringe. And don't forget to make your fringes flexible. You don't want it too rigid. Yeah, especially when you are using this kind of threads. I'm using a nylon thread that is very, very strong, but if you don't know how to use this and you make it too long, it might get in your way. Okay, we don't want that to happen. It might be knot, it might create knots in your beads and you would have to start all over again, or you give up. We don't want that to happen. So please, when you are using this kind of thread, try to be patient and pull gently, and your work is going to stand out very, very nice. Days of the project is 12, which means you're going to have 12 fringes as well, but I'm done with 4 and would want to do 6 off camera, so we'll get back to you and finish with the rest. 6 fringes, I added 7 instead of 6, and now I have only 1 fringe to finalize the whole project. And this is it, guys. You can see that the flowers are now so obvious. How many flowers can you see? I can see blue, I can see a peach color, I can also see green, and a pink one at the top, and it's looking gorgeous. I love what I'm seeing right now. Yeah, so this is the last fringe, guys, and we finish with the project. Now please, when you are done, the tail of the working thread should be very, very secured. So what do you do? or the project should be secured, because you don't want the fringes to fall off or the beads to fall off. So we have to go through the beads to secure the whole project before we cut off the working thread. That's what I'm doing. That's all there is to it, guys. Look at that. It's so lovely with all the colors in there. The colors also look so bright and stunning, guys. I mean, wow, wow, wow. Look at that. Look at that. Now, one tip, if you want your fringes to, move like this, you need to make it free. Don't make it too loose and don't make it too stiff, okay? And just have it right for it to sway. That's the beauty of having fringes or beaded fringe earrings, yeah? Thank you so much for your time, and I'm going to see you on the next tour. Have a blessed evening. Bye.